start doing the actual problem, I have these two example problems down here. I want to check these out. So the first question is f of x equals 2x plus 7. What is f of 5? Now, I'm pretty sure most of you should be able to get this one. All this one is saying is, see that 5, since inside the parentheses, throw that in for that x right there. So it would be 2 times 5, 10. 10 plus 7 is 17. So we know that f of 5 would be 17. Understand this notation. What this notation is saying is when I went to my function of f, which is that right there, I plugged in 5 for x, and the answer came out to be 17. Check out the second one now. Over here it's saying f of x equals 1/2 x, and f of a equals 20. What is the value of a? So a little bit different. A common question that I get is, where's this a coming from? And it's just a variable. It's just something that I could have made this b, I could have made this c, I don't know. What this question is saying is, hey, go to your function of f. This is your function of f right there. Think of this as a big main machine. And then it's saying plug in whatever is inside the parentheses, you plug that in for the x value. So since it's a inside the parentheses, I plug that in for the x value. So it becomes 1/2 times a, and it's saying that equals 20. And now it becomes easy. So I'm just going to multiply both sides by 2, and a will equal 40. So what this notation is saying, when I plug in 40 for x, my answer comes out to be 20. So understand these two sample questions, watch them again if you need to, and then let me hop over to this question now. So this question is saying g of x equals 2ax minus 7, g of 4 equals 57, and the final question is saying what's g of minus 5. Now let's start with this. This is saying go to your function of g, but plug in 4 for x, and the answer should be 57. So let's plug in 4 for x in my function. Remember, this is my function of g right there. This is the big main machine. So now instead of the x, I'll replace that with 4. And it's saying when you do that, the answer should be 57. Now look what's going to happen here. I'm going to be able to solve for a, and I'll know in this original function what the value of a is. So let's give this a shot. 2 times 4 is 8. So it's 8a minus 7 equals 57. And then add 7 here, add 7 here. You're going to be left with 8a equals 64. And that gives me the value of a to be 8. Now I know that in the original function, the value of a is 8. So it's 2 times 8 times x minus 7. I'll just simplify this further. So g of x will equal 16x minus 7. Now let's get to the final part of the question, which is what's g of 0.5. Now this is saying go to your function of g, which we know is this, and it's saying plug in 0.5 for x. So it's 16 times 0.5 minus 7. 16 times 0.5 is 8, and then 8 minus 7 is 1. So my final answer here is 1.